Hello students, welcome at Educare. This is Bihani and we will continue our chemical bonding discussion in this third part. Previous in two sessions we have seen why atoms combine, how they combine, and how the covalent bond, ionic bond, these are the main two types of chemical bond. Third type also there, coordinate bond. But today we will see when ionic bond is formed, when covalent bond is formed, what is the condition for coordinate bond formation, etc. First we'll deal with conditions to form ionic bond. We know the topic that called as electronegativity, which is the property of atom to attract the electron pair towards itself in a chemical bond. If there is a metal, it has small electronegativity, while a non-metal there is high electronegativity. So remember, the first condition is that generally ionic bond is formed between a metal and non-metal atom. That is the example NaCl. We know that ionic bond in which sodium is metal atom and the chlorine is non-metal atom. So that is the between metal and non-metal generally. Then there is large electronegativity difference required between a metal and non-metal, those which will combine. Note that the electronegativity is highest for fluorine, it is taken as 4. And with respect to fluorine, means as compared to fluorine, how other atoms are, they are electronegative, their electronegativity is less than fluorine. If electronegativity difference is greater than 1.7 value, then there is formation of ionic bond. There are some conditions more other than electronegativity, like the ionization potential of metal which is forming ionic bond, that should be low. A non-metal which will form ionic bond with metal, that should have high ionization enthalpy or potential, and its electron gain enthalpy should be more. So obviously ionic bond will be formed between a metal and non-metal atom generally, such that the metal will have the low electronegativity value, non-metal has high electronegativity value, and some other point that we have discussed. Now we will see how covalent bond is formed, means what are the conditions for the formation of covalent bond. Generally there should be the small electronegativity difference. That electronegativity difference is in this range 0 to 1.7. If it is that 0 to 1.7, then it will form a covalent bond. So covalent bond is formed between two atoms if their electronegativity difference value is 0 to maximum 1.7. And for example, this hydrogen-hydrogen covalent bond that is present in H2 molecule, here it is 0 electronegativity difference. Then there are polar and non-polar covalent bonds. If electron difference is 0 or it is 0 to 0.5. For example, CH is very low polar, that is in fact non-polar. This HH also non-polar covalent bond. And the polar covalent bond in which two atoms have the electronegativity difference between 0.5 to 1.7 value of electron difference. That means less than 0.5 electron difference, there will be a polar covalent bond. And if there is no electronegativity difference, for example chlorine-chlorine, hydrogen-hydrogen, nitrogen-nitrogen, such covalent bonds, they are said to be non-polar or pure covalent bond. Then we have example, HCl is polar covalent bond and HH is non-polar covalent bond. We will now see how coordinate bond is formed. Coordinate bond is formed by the sharing of electron pair between two atoms such that only one atom contributes and other atom only take part in sharing. That is the coordinate bond. The formation of coordinate bond is possible only if one of the atom is their electron donor, and electron donor means it should be electron rich, and electron rich means that should have the lone pair of electron. For example, water has two lone pairs on oxygen, ammonia has one lone pair on nitrogen and such electron pair or pairs that can be donated. And if that donated for the formation of covalent bond, not for the formation of ionic bond, then such a special covalent bond is known as coordinate bond, which is also called as dative bond. Example, formation of ammonium ion NH4 plus or formation of hydronium ion H3O plus. In ammonium ion, incoming H plus is joined to NH3 by this electron pair shifting. Similarly, in water, that hydrogen get H plus ion and that oxygen donates its lone pair to become this hydronium ion. So that is the brief idea about these three main types of covalent bond, ionic bond and coordinate bond, how they form, when they form, what are the conditions for their formation, and some examples we have seen. If this like your video, then you share with your friends. Also subscribe to our channel. Thanks.